welcome back everybody. Well, this week I want to take on one of my favorite Tom Petty songs. This is going to be going acoustic a little bit. This is Wildflowers by Tom Petty, and just a beautiful piece of guitar chord arrangement within this thing. And this will be a pretty quick lesson, but I want to take you through how he's doing what he's doing, and we'll go from there. All right, well, if this is the kind of thing that you like and you haven't done so yet, please jump down, click subscribe, ring the bell. The bell lets you know when I drop new content. I do that every single week. All my lessons have chapters in them, so you can jump right to the part of the lesson that you want to see and bypass what you don't. And if you're looking for other ways to support the channel, I appreciate that. There's thanks, just like throwing a tip in the tip jar. Or even better, you can join my Patreon page where I've got chord charts and tabs for all the lessons I do on YouTube, just like this one. Links in the description, so check it out. All right, so this is Tom Petty off the Wildflowers album, and I recently saw the documentary. If you haven't seen that on Prime or whatever channel it's on right now, fantastic. Takes you through the recording of that whole album, which is amazing, and of course includes this song. So we just have a few chords on here, so to get this up sort of sounding like how he plays it on the record, we have a capo on the 5th fret, and we're going to play first position chords or cowboy chords off of that, and really for the verse slash chorus there's really only 3 chords that we use, and a clever little trick that I don't know occurs a fair amount in rock and folk music. I'll show you here in just a sec. So let's talk about those 3 chords first that happen in sort of what I'm calling the verse slash chorus, because it's the same chord sequence that happens there. So I'm going to call these out by their shape, but on the charts here it's going to have the actual sort of chord notation and correct pitch note and all that kind of thing. So we're going to do an F shape here, and notice for all the chords that I'm doing on this song, I'm going to go pay attention to the fingering that I've got on here. When we get to the bridge, you're going to be using your thumb, I think is what he does, and it's the easiest way to sort of move around on this. So we're going to do an F shape with a, I'm going to call it a G on top. Okay, that's our first chord. Second chord is a C shape. Just keep that pinky there the whole time. C shape with your pinky there. And then a G shape with your pinky there, but you're going to pick up your index finger. All right. There's our 3 chords. And because we're in first position chords, we can do those nice little hammer-ons on your major third on these. So your major third on the F is on the 3rd string here, right? Your hammer-on with the C shape is here on the next string, and for the G is on the 5th string. And he just sort of mixes that in. And you'll notice that sort of bouncing strum pattern. But at speed. Just beautiful, right? It just flows all the way through. But just fun. Have fun with that. Just play it, you know, get into the feel, but you know, don't do it every time, but utilize those major third hammer-ons. Every once in a while, just mix it up, have fun with it. You do that all day long. So that's how the chord sequence goes, right? So the first time around, it's moving back and forth with each one. And the second time around, you sort of hang out on that G shape. Right? So that's really the whole verse/chorus format the whole way. It just does that the whole time. The really beautiful part for me is when it goes to the bridge piece. I'm going to call it a bridge. And he sort of does a break from that sequence. We're still in first position chords. And I think he pulls off his pinky for these chords. But if you leave them on for some of them, it's still going to sound fantastic. But the chords here on your bridge are F, C, A minor, D with a shape, D shape with an F sharp in the bass. I know it's not an F sharp, actually that's a B, right? But and then a G. And sometimes I think when he does that D, which is like this, I think sometimes it sounds good, and I'm not sure if he does it, but it sounds good also if it's a D7. Right? Because you're moving from that A minor, and you just do that. That was with the D7. The D. But see what I mean? You have your thumb here and you're just sort of using, instead of, moving to this G, which means I have to, sort of change everything and do that, which you can do. I just like to leave it right there. So that's the fingers that I use for my G. Because it also leaves your index finger free to do that, which I know I hear on the record too. Back to your verse again. Whoops. And then at the end, you just go through the bridge part again. So. How it ends. Just beautiful. I love that chord sequence. Right? Or you can keep the pinky on there for a while. You could. Sounds good either way. All right. Well, that was Wildflowers by Tom Petty, and I hope you learned something new today. If this is the kind of thing that you like and you haven't done so yet, I invite you to jump down, click subscribe, and ring the bell. Bell lets you know when I drop new content. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this song, and if there's another one you want me to take on and do something similar, let me know what that is too. But until next week, take care, everybody.